Previously on Pure, 1 week following his epic battle with Danny Evans in the Heavyweight Contender Series semi-final, Leon Jackson was still keen to keep on fighting. He went head-to-head with Jamie T as both men wanted to prove themselves after an unsuccessful end to their Heavyweight Series. Jackson proved dominant and post-match staked a claim to third place and being first in line to face the first Heavyweight champ. Kingsley Harrison interrupted, claiming he would demand Creed name his first challenger as he was robbed of a fair shot. Pure's first big rivalry saw a climax in the Adam Flair-Jose Diaz feud. Adam Flair went into battle with Diaz, with the winner being the fourth man in the ladder match. One man who was strongly against the fourth man addition was Nyght. The action headed to the outside and Flair took a suplex counter onto a steel chair, weakening his arm even further. He made the 10 count and fought back into it, scoring a massive 3 count victory over his rival. The celebration was cut short as the bitter Nyght assaulted Adam Flair post-match with a chair. Nyght wanted to eliminate the fourth man. Aussie, Cribbs and Devine wouldn't stand by though, as Devine fled the ring. Adam had qualified, but was he in any shape to compete come Birth of Champions? Guys, welcome to Pure Caw Wrestling, just one episode away from Birth of Champions, our pay-per-view special event, a night where 2 world champions will be crowned, and a night where we hit our first landmark in our 10th episode. Chris Noble ringside tonight, and tonight we see tag action as 3 of the 4 light heavyweights competing at Birth of Champions set to face off. Also, I'll be in that ring calling out Danny Evans and Nasim. These 2 men will be face to face for the first time ever prior to the Heavyweight Contender Series final at the Birth of Champions pay-per-view. Tonight is the final stop, and hold on a second. Being interrupted here by Kingsley Harrison. Harrison interrupted Jackson last week. It was announced early today on Twitter that the 2 men would compete on the Birth of Champions undercard, with the winner getting that first heavyweight world title shot against the winner. Harrison's out here now and he's dressed to compete. I wonder what Harrison's out here for. He's heading to the ring. I'm kind of stumped too, guys. Kingsley's not scheduled for a match tonight. You know that Kingsley Harrison is always looking for that spotlight. Harrison calling out Jamie T here, and his midsection, his lower back aren't taped up, and he's challenging Jamie T. Jamie getting a little bit of fan following as well as of late. Online fans have got behind Jamie just a little bit. People starting to get behind the guy with the worst in-ring record to date. Harrison claiming he can make easy work of Jamie T, but Jamie, he looks a little bit more pumped than usual. If Jamie T wants to be taken seriously by the locker room, now is a perfect chance for Jamie to step up. And Kingsley Harrison not wasting a second here. Just going to beat down Jamie T. Harrison is out to make a point tonight, prove that he can make lighter work of Jamie T than Leon Jackson did. It's all about one-upmanship, proving that which of these two men feel that they deserve the first opportunity for the Heavyweight Championship, and you can hear the crowd getting really against Kingsley Harrison. Not a likeable individual, a brash Brit from Chelsea, England, sends Jamie T into the turnbuckles, and then a German suplex, stiff as they come. Let's take another look at that. Jamie T's got a bit of crowd support behind him. Fans are starting to get behind him, but then again, crowd support can only do you so much when you're in there with a guy like Kingsley Harrison. 3 weeks coming off of his injury in that matchup with Nasim. His midsection, his lower back not taped up now. Seems to have spent a couple of weeks back healing up. He looks to be back in good condition. Wait a minute, Jamie T not going to take that taunt right in his face. Arm drag, and now calling for Kingsley Harrison to get back up to his feet a little bit too soon. And there's a backbreaker from Kingsley Harrison. The best wrestling training that money can buy. Comes from a rich family. He's got a family history. He's got a wrestling background in his family, in his bloodline. And Kingsley Harrison, what's he going to do? He's really out to prove something to Leon Jackson tonight. Jackson's watching. And the crowd really not liking Kingsley Harrison. It's hard to like a guy. I mean, he's good in the ring, no doubt, but he's just not a likable individual whatsoever. Jamie T really having trouble building any sort of offense. There's a signature belly-to-belly suplex from Harrison. Kingsley now just stomping down on Jamie T, perhaps calling for the end, slapping his hands together. Jamie in trouble. Oh, and there's that slam. Bookend rock bottom style maneuver, don't know what he calls it, and immediately locks in the choke, perhaps trying to end this one by submission. Jamie T, look at Harrison, he's got it cinched in center of the ring. Jamie T tapping out, the referee rings the bell, and Harrison's done it. Kingsley Harrison, the quick victory over Jamie T. Give Jamie credit for trying, but Harrison dominant in this one. Wait a minute, wait a second. Harrison celebrating Leon Jackson. I don't know how long he's been there. He's on the ramp, been watching this matchup. And look at Harrison now. He's rubbing it right in the face of Leon Jackson. It was announced on Twitter, and it will happen on the undercard of the Birth of Champions pay-per-view. Kingsley Harrison, Leon Jackson, #1 contenders match, as these two men face off just one episode before an epic clash. Kingsley Harrison, Leon Jackson, a matchup that I cannot wait to see, guys. Wait a minute, Jamie T throws Kingsley Harrison over the top rope right into Leon Jackson. These two men coming face to face, and the brawl is on now. Look at these two guys tearing the hell out of each other. Both want to be #1 contender for the heavyweight championship. Jackson. The brawl continues, a stiff elbow. Wait a minute. Oh my god, Jackson right into them steel steps. Leon Jackson down. Just one episode before their clash at Birth of Champions, with contendership on the line, Kingsley Harrison sends Jackson down. Harrison getting the last word. These two men are going to go one-on-one at Birth of Champions. Let's take another look at it. Kingsley Harrison having the last word. And it is a match that every man in the heavyweight division is talking about. It's not just the Heavyweight Contender Series final, it's the match to crown Pure's first ever heavyweight champion. A championship that is destined to be the staple of Caw Wrestling achievement for years to come. And the man who leaves victorious is going to be the one you all remember. No one ever forgets the first champion, Danny Evans, Rob Nasim, and they're going to come face to face in that ring a little bit later on tonight. Tonight's main event is Ryan Nyght and Elliot Reid taking on Aussie Cribs and Devine. 3 of the 4 men that compete next episode in a 4-way ladder match alongside Adam Flair. Flair not here tonight though, he's resting up for this matchup. It's going to be historic, it's going to be high stakes, and it's going to crown the first ever light heavyweight champion of this innovative, unique and hard-working division. Who is your pick to be the first ever pure light heavyweight champion? Comment and join us on Twitter @PureCaw. Let us know your pick for the first champion of the light heavyweight division. Tonight we see Nasim and Evans come face to face, but up next, light heavyweight tag team action. And he's a man that wouldn't stand by and see Flair get assaulted by a bitter Ryan Nyght. Aussie hit the ring like thunder, Ryan Nyght fled the scene. My personal opinion that is Aussie's probably going to be that guy to hit all that spectacular offense with that ladder. Come Birth of Champions, he's the most aerial based wrestler in this matchup. I mean, you have to consider that Adam Flair's injury is perhaps going to slow him down substantially, but it's risk and reward. Next episode, will Aussie's risky style earn him championship gold? Perhaps the most all-around worker in this division, in this matchup. He's quick, technical, confident and downright hungry. Devine going to be one to watch in this matchup, and also one to watch at Birth of Champions. Capable of so much. He was actually unbeaten until Ryan Knight's leverage pin on episode 7, and you know that Devine's got to be still hot about that one. He teams with Aussie Cribs tonight. How will they fare as a team so close to Birth of Champions? Elliot Reid still out to prove himself in this division. 2 losses, both in quick succession. It's not the end of Elliot by any means. The star from New Zealand, he's got a lot to offer, but at this stage he's also got a lot to prove. How will he fare teaming with the man that put him out of contendership in the first place? If you didn't like Ryan Nyght before, following that post-match attack on a hurt Adam Flair, you're going to like him a damn sight less now. I mean, he's determined to be a champion and will do whatever it takes to be the man. He's dangerous. He has that dangerous mindset. You have to think, the favourite? I mean, who knows? Ryan Nyght is unbeaten thus far in singles competition. The ladder match concept though, who knows which way it will go. It's the in-ring main event time on episode 9. And here we go. Aussie Cribs and Elliot Reid going to start it off. One episode away from Birth of Champions. 3 of the 4 men that will compete in that ladder match to crown the first ever light heavyweight champion are in this matchup tonight. Elliot Reid with a drop kick. Aussie with an impressive one of his own as well. And Aussie Cribs defeating Jose Diaz to earn contendership. Mike Devine got a victory over Scotty Davis. Ryan Nyght, he'd actually defeated his tag team partner tonight, Elliot Reid, as Aussie Cribs getting all up in the face of Ryan Nyght. And a bit of heat, bit of tension in the light heavyweight division. Many men disgusted with Ryan Knight's actions, injuring an injured Adam Flair just because he felt a 4th man didn't deserve to be in this matchup. There's a jawbreaker from Elliot Reid. Mike Devine was one that said he wasn't really particularly fond of the 4th man being in the matchup, but he feels that Adam Flair never got his opportunity. So fair is fair. As a tag comes in now to Ryan Nyght, who, unlike Devine, had a really negative outlook, negative opinion on Adam Flair being the 4th man in the matchup, and he took it out on him with a steel chair. Ryan Nyght now, he got a pin on Aussie Cribs on episode 1, the first ever matchup in pure history. Dropkick countered by Nyght, big elbow there as well. Ryan Nyght so sinister with his offense. And look at this now, Ryan Nyght taunting. Whoa! Aussie Cribs with a kip up there and just now just kicking the holy hell out of Ryan Nyght. Ryan is as confident as he wants. Aussie Cribs is proven to be a guy that you could not count out. Look at the quickness, crossbody. Hurricane Runner as well, and Ryan Nyght getting turned inside out by this fast-paced offensive AC. And here comes the tag now, Mike Devine. Big right hand sends Ryan Nyght down. One for Elliot Reid sends him to the outside. Ryan Nyght stumbled. Crucifix. Just a 2 count there for Mike Devine. Ryan Nyght now taking for granted the skill and the ability of Aussie Cribs. And now as the tag is made to Mike Devine, Devine firmly in control. These 2 men were having a great matchup in episode 7, and the distraction caused Ryan Nyght to get a foot on the rope, steal a pin. Mike Devine calling Ryan Nyght to his feet. Devine wants to finish this one off. Look at Ryan Nyght just fleeing, and the crowd getting on his case for it. Devine not happy about it. Flees the ring and tags in Elliot Reid. Devine not happy about that. That distraction allows Elliot Reid to hit a leg sweep. Elliot Reid celebrating a little bit too soon, but he's confident. Devine back in it. Right hand for Ryan Nyght. Ryan Nyght getting knocked out there. Wait a minute, Devine. Devine got him up on his shoulders. Drops him center of the ring. Aussie Cribs loving it. Devine confident as he heads into Birth of Champions and the ladder match. Elliot Reid stumbling. Wait a minute. Keep your eye on Cribs. Top rope drop kick from Aussie. The hook of the leg. The 2 count. Devine and Aussie scoring a victory tonight. Just 1 episode away from Birth of Champions. Momentum on the side of Mike Devine and Aussie Cribs. Ryan Nyght don't know what day it is. Huge tag team victory heading into Birth of Champions. Aussie Cribs and Mike Devine raising the stakes. Ryan Nyght disappointed. Didn't take the pinfall, but he was on the losing end tonight. As woe continues for Elliot Reid. Aussie Cribs, he's happy about it and he's confident and he's happy heading into Birth of Champions. Mike Devine focused as ever. Great main event here and the tag team action in the light heavyweight division. Aussie Cribs celebrating. What? Whoa! Mike Devine just threw... Oh God! Mike Devine just threw Aussie Cribs, his tag partner, right into the ring post, perhaps trying to get an advantage before Birth of Champions. That's not like Devine, but wait a minute, Ryan Nyght now. Chaos ensuing ringside. Mike Devine just took his partner, Aussie Cribs, out and his friend, threw him into the ring post, just trying to get that advantage. Well, wait a minute. Aussie Cribs has got a ladder. First time you've seen a ladder in pure Caw Wrestling, guys. Devine and Nyght, they hadn't even seen this. These guys are too busy beating the hell out of each other. What was that all about from Devine? Aussie Cribs has got a ladder and he set it up in the center of the ring. Nyght and Mike Devine are too busy beating the holy hell out of each other to realize that Aussie Cribs is in the ring and he's climbing a ladder. Oh my god, look at this. Oh my good god. Look at the height. Look at the... Oh my god. Oh my god. Aussie Cribs just flew through the air and he's back on his feet. He's back on his feet. He just flew through the air and just completely wiped out Mike Devine and Nyght. Aussie Cribs perhaps a brand new favourite heading into Birth of Champions. If you can take a risk like that, just one episode before Birth of Champions, take both men out and get back up and land on your feet. Aussie Cribs, he might be the winner, guys. What a massive statement made by Aussie Cribs. Guys and girls, welcome to Pure tonight, and the time has come for the face-off between the finalists in the Heavyweight Contenders Series. Danny Evans and Nasim will compete at Birth of Champions to crown the first ever Pure Heavyweight Champion. Tonight I asked these men the tough questions, and they're going to share their feelings towards one another just one episode before Birth of Champions. They both had different paths through the Heavyweight Contender Series, and tonight they will address one another. As I say, guys, just one episode away from Birth of Champions. Ladies and gents, please help me in welcoming Danny Evans. Thank you, Danny, and the opposition for Danny Evans' next episode at Birth of Champions. He's a man that currently sits at the very top of the rankings in the heavyweight division, the most victories, and according to our online YouTube page, he's the fans' pick, your guys' pick, to win this matchup come Birth of Champions. I ask you all to welcome Nasim. Guys, thank you, and first off I want to ask, you both had different paths to get to this point, different obstacles to face in the Heavyweight Contender Series. First off, which of you is more ready for this match? Well, how about this? How have you guys prepared for the biggest match of your career? The championship's on the line. Are you guys ready? Well, what is your opinion of each other heading into this matchup, guys? Anything? there you have it, guys. Rob, Nasim, Danny Evans, they're going to go one-on-one for the heavyweight championship of the world.